The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Pannell Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Steve Adams. He's the head coach of Boyle County. And, Coach, thank you for sitting in there on the opening. And tell us a little bit about your team this year.
Well, we're going to have a different type team than we've had in the past. We're really young, got some inexperience, but we've got some really nice players, and we're really excited about the season.
Look forward to talking to you about that in the Team of the Week. Also, we've got some scholars from Bryan Station Cheerleading. It's Savannah Stevens and Sonny Brown, and they're here with Coach Nikki Fedorko. They're outstanding in the classroom. That's why they're on the show. 4.0, 3.7, I believe it is.
Can't beat that.
Right.
You'd have to add mine together to get that.
And we've got Tom Viney with another Pannell Swim Shop swimmer. Jamie Marglin's here from Bourbon County, and Mary Turvey is here as well from Bourbon County to tell us about the swimming out there at Bourbon County. We had some great swimmers on last week.
Swimming, our swimmers at Boyle County, they have to get up at 6 in the morning and go to Center College and practice. I don't know if I could do that.
That's just too early. And we've got, of course, another Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week as we head down to Nicholasville. And Lauren Lanzer is going to tell us about asthma in the UK Sports Medicine segment. Coach, we know what they want. They want highlights, don't they?
They want highlights.
Let's get to the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. It's football state championship and basketball highlights here on Game Time with Lee Kay and Brian, brought to you by Central Bank.
In the 3A matchup, Corbin, Louisville Central, the Red Hounds making a return trip to the championship fight. Corbin coming off a huge win over Boyle County in the semifinals. Red Hounds trying to get that first state crown since 1982. In the second half, with Corbin leading, Central, well, they give it to Malik Goodall, and he starts doing whatever he wanted. Player is for real. Dives in for the touchdown right here. This made it 13-12. Now, does Goodall get in on the two-point conversion? You be the judge at home. Does he make it? The ball comes out. Corbin thinks they've stopped him, but no. It's worth 2. Now, leading 2013. Chase Estep, the UK baseball signing, makes it 2019. Two-point conversion, no good. 14 seconds to go. Central punts. It's blocked by Corbin after an incomplete pass. The Red Hounds rest their championship hopes on a 44-yard field goal. And unfortunately for Corbin, it was nowhere close. And the party is on for Louisville Central. The final score 20-19. All right, from the final weekend of high school football, we go right in to the opening weekend of high school basketball in the state.
It's a lot of fun. On Monday, UK signee Dante Allen dropped 52 points in Pendleton County's opener. Then on Tuesday, Madison Central's Isaiah Cozart tied the state record for most block shots in a career. Cozart, he's pretty talented, needing just one more tonight against Lafayette to supplant Paintsville legend J.R. Van Hoos as Kentucky's King of SWAT. The Western Kentucky signee getting it going early on the offensive end, the turn for the first bucket of the game. At the other end, Ray Surratt steps out and knocks in the triple. The Generals up 1. And it's Caleb True pushing it and throws up the prayer, and it's answered. And 1. Cozart gets the record, though, in the first quarter. Block number 542. And he gets the game ball from Coach Alan Fieldhouse. Cozart with 23 points and 5 block shots. An incredible night, but his Indians fall 71-49.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report, our team of the week with Madison Davis, my intern out of Douglas High School, Gary Ball, and Coach Steve Adams, and some of his great players from Boyle County. Thanks for joining us, Coach, and thanks for doing the opening of the show with me.
We're very excited to be here. Thank you.
What will the identity of this team be in 18-19?
Well, that's something that we're going to have to develop as we go along, but just looking forward, we think that we'll be a more athletic team than we've been in a while.
You look athletic. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Be more athletic. We'll be a lot deeper than we've been in some years past. Probably a little bit of our downfall will be a little bit inexperience, but I'd rather be inexperienced and have good players.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be our identity, and I think that'll evolve some as we go through the season.
Yeah.
Coach, tell us about the players you brought with you today.
Well, we have 4 seniors with us, our 4 seniors, and Caleb Jackson is probably our most experienced senior that we have here. He's been a major contributor his whole career so far. We really look forward to him having a tremendous year with his leadership skills and his scoring ability. We also have Jacob Lassiter, who's would probably be second in experience on this team. He's been a part of the team for 4 years. Jacob shoots the ball really well, and we're hoping to expand his game to where he's shooting the ball more on the perimeter and handling the ball a little bit more. We have Will Emfeld, who is a tremendous athlete. He's a track athlete, played soccer as well. He played 2 years ago as a sophomore, then took last year off, and we're very excited to have him back because he's a very athletic young man and will be a great asset to us. Yep. And then we have Cameron Britton, who transferred to Boyle last year, and he was a little lost last year. It took him a while to get into things, but he's like a whole different young man this year. We really look forward to him being a major contributor for us.
Let's start with Caleb. How you doing, Caleb?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. What will your role be on the Boyle County team this year?
My role, as Coach said, my leadership skills and just being the most experienced player that we have. So just guiding the young guys since they're inexperienced and just helping them through the offense. The offense is kind of tedious and a little tricky. But once they get it down, they'll get it down. And so just doing whatever I can on the offensive and defensive end and just helping the younger guys.
Yep.
Jacob, what did you work in on the offseason to make you improve?
Well, last year I primarily played the center position, but this year I'll be playing more of the wing and the guard, kind of all around. So in anticipation for that, I worked on my ball handling and my shooting so I can make that transition this year.
And Will, what would the strength of the Boyle County Rebels be this year in your estimation, and will that evolve over the long season?
Yes, it will evolve, but honestly, we have a lot of young guys, as Coach mentioned at the beginning of the show, but we're bringing in a lot of raw talent, and I think in order to harness that raw talent, it'll be through defense, and that's what we've been working on. I don't think teams will expect that. We're going to be flying around, building each other up, talking to each other, and as the season progresses, I think that we'll be able to understand each other's play a little bit better. I think that we'll grow as one team, one unit, and we'll peak in February. That's what we want to do.
Cameron, how do you see yourself contributing over the course of the season?
I see myself primarily as like a defender and a senior leader, as I'm a senior this year. But when I transferred here last year, my offensive game was a little raw. So I spent the last few months working on my offense game so I could score more points and put my name in the paper.
Exactly. You get in the paper when you score those points. Coach Adams, you're always competitive in the 12th and the 45th district. How do you see that shaping up this year?
Well, the preseason rankings that come out in all the different areas and things. Our 45th district is going to be very tough. We got Lincoln and Danville that are ranked second and third in the region. We're ranked 5th. Danville's ranked, Gary County's ranked in the top 10. So it's going to be a very tough district, probably the toughest district in the region this year. But we're very excited about it. Look forward to the competition and think it'll be really fun.
Well, good luck this year. Good luck, guys, and thanks for joining us on the show. And Coach, you always do a great job there. Mingy beef jerky. Want you to leave with some Mingy beef jerky. Don't want to let you leave without it, Coach.
I won't forget it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
That's the Boyle County Rebels. They're one of the top teams in the 12th region, ranked number 5 right now. We'll be back after this, and we'll be talking to our cheerleaders from Bryan Station. Welcome Welcome back in with Pierce Hall, my intern out of Lexington Catholic, Gary Ball, and we have our most popular segment because it's highlighting young ladies, young men doing great things in the classroom like you guys are. They're at Bryan Station High School. You're cheerleaders,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's a misnomer. I mean, you talk about dumb jocks, right? Let's start with Savannah. You have a 3.7 grade point average. You also in the Spanish immersion program there at Bryan Station. How does that assist you in all your extracurricular in school?
Well, academics are always my top priority. I stay disciplined and keep my good grades, and I just put all that work ethic on the mat and to other activities that I participate in.
Sonny, you keep a 4.0 at Bryan Station, so how does your work ethic in the classroom help with cheerleading?
Well, it's all about time management, really. You know, we have help from coach, and we have like study hall before practice, and the teachers, we're very fortunate for the teachers because they help us with after school and stuff like tutoring and reassessments.
You're also in that Spanish immersion program,
yes, sir.
too. That's a great program they have there at Bryan Station, one of the best. I'm just impressed with the Spanish immersion program. Coach, are these two girls, are they a reflection of your entire squad there at Bryan Station?
They absolutely are. Of course, their grades are amazing. They are truly student athletes, but they do represent our squad well.
Savannah, what interests do you think you'll pursue after high school?
Well, I know I want to go to college. I'm not sure where, but I do know that I want to pursue a career in speech pathology.
That's a great field. Sonny, what would you like to pursue scholastically and for a career later on?
Well, in college, I'd love to study abroad because, you know, the Spanish immersion program,
Right.
which is great. I love to continue with that language. And then ultimately, I'd love to become an attorney.
Coach, what are some interesting or unique things about Bryan Station Cheerleading?
So the beautiful thing about our program is we have, under the program, we have two programs that one focuses on game day cheer and the other is more of a competition squad. So we not only continue to build school spirit and relentlessly defend station, but we also then embrace the competition aspect as well.
I like that, relentlessly, the defenders of station, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Savannah and Sonny, if you'll pass that down. You both will receive one. Ryan Tyson presents that to you. Take that over there to Crown Trophy. They'll put your name and a plate on there for no charge at all. And that's just a little bit of our way of the Scholastic Ball Report of saying congratulations for the great job in the classroom.
Thank you.
Those are our scholars from Bryan Station High School. Well, now we're going to the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Let's take a look at our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. In this case, it's the block of the year and the block of a lifetime. From Madison Central's Isaiah Cozart, that block giving him 542 on his career, surpassing Paintsville legend J.R. Van Hoos for the all-time lead in Kentucky basketball history. Congratulations to the Western Kentucky signee Isaiah Cozart. That is the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
And welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report, our Pannell Swim segment. And once again, Mr. Viney, you brought a great swimmer in and a great coach.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we're really fortunate here in the state of Kentucky just have some spectacular swimmers and great coaches that keep bringing them in here.
This one happens to be a 4.0 student as well.
Absolutely. So, Coach Turvey, tell me a little bit about Jamie and what makes her stand out on your team.
Well, she gives 100% in the pool. She's a great role model to the younger kids, always doing her best, great attitude, and she likes the tough events.
That's great. You know, so Jamie, so you've got the swim season is just really kicking off now. What are some of your goals for this year?
Some of my goals would have to be, I want to make it back to state again. It'll be my second year. Last year I made it and was super excited. Knew I wanted to go back. I have 4 school records I'm trying to break this year, so that's definitely one of my goals. Another one of my goals would be just to make sure that everyone has a good time this season. It's my last season, and I want to make sure I leave knowing that this team is going to be just awesome when I leave.
Who are some other swimmers on the team that you might want to talk about that also will be really competitive this year?
Jake, what's his last name?
Jacob Greenlee.
And Maddie Greenlee.
Yeah.
Taylor Hatfield. Yeah, we have a few really good ones coming up.
Yeah. Well, you've got a great team. You definitely have a great senior leader right here for this. Is going to set the team up to have success this year and beyond. Once you've left, what are your plans after you leave?
I actually committed to swim for the University of the Cumberlands. So fall of 2019, I'll be there, and I am studying chemistry and biology, and I want to go to, my plan is to go to pharmacy school. So
yeah, that's all the pharmacy school. I mean, everything's just set up for it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Especially with a 4.0. So, well, thank you for being here. We appreciate you coming on the show. And Coach, have a good season this year. And thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
That's our Pannell Swim Shop swimmer from Bourbon County. We thank her for coming in. Now we're going to the UK Sports Medicine segment. We're going to talk to Lauren Lanzer about asthma. And we're back for our UK Sports Medicine segment, and Lauren Lanzer joins us. Great to have you on the show, Lauren.
Thank you.
And what are the major signs and symptoms suggesting exercise-induced asthma?
So there's a lot of signs and symptoms, but the key ones are coughing, wheezing, tightness in the chest, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, just difficulty getting through an activity.
What are the treatment options for exercise-induced asthma?
So there's several treatment options. Some common ones are short-acting inhalers like albuterol, which are used like 10 to 15 minutes before activity. And then there's also non-pharmacological treatments such as breathing treatments, a proper dynamic warm-up, things that will help them perform an activity efficiently.
What is the difference between exercise-induced asthma and vocal cord dysfunction?
So vocal cord dysfunction, there is trouble with inhalation. There's tightness in the throat. It'll be like a high-pitched wheezing sound, and it'll come on very rapidly. Whereas exercise-induced asthma, they'll have tightness in the chest. It'll come on kind of over time, and it'll take a little while to subside.
Athletes that use the inhaler, does that really help for the problem?
If it's used properly, yes. If it is used like 3 to 4 times during an activity, that is a cause for concern and should be warranted for further referral.
Good information, Lauren. And we put up their website and the phone number. There it is, UK Healthcare and UK Sports Medicine, 281-3131. They have the walk-in clinic every Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock there at Harrodsburg Road. So go check them out. Now we're going to these final highlights. It's state championship football and also basketball here, brought to you by Whitaker Bank.
Now, earlier today, it was Beechwood and Pikeville in the 1A finals. These two schools met in the finals back in 2015, with Pikeville winning. Beechwood has won 13 championships, including last year's title. We start in the second quarter. Beechwood up 7-6. Cameron Herget, the Logan Castleman, and he's going to fight and muscle his way in to put the Tigers up 14-6 at halftime. Third quarter now, the Panthers rally. The KFCA 1A Player of the Year, Connor Roberts, with a 25-yard touchdown to Christian Billiter. 20-14 Pikeville. Beechwood comes back to take a 21-20 lead in the fourth quarter. That's Roberts to Billiter on fourth down. Then it's Roberts looking for Billiter for the go-ahead score, but Beechwood ruins the party to seal the deal. The Tigers take it 21-20 to win their 14th state title.
It's been a busy week for the KHSAA, the Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl going on. Of course, Friday you had Pikeville and Beechwood played in that Class A, and then you had, of course, Mayfield playing. Corbin played. Corbin beat Boyle 21-0. Did that surprise you?
Yeah, especially seeing Boyle play. I mean, I thought, they're invincible, but, Corbin beating them, hats off to them. They must have a heck of a team.
And then Saturday, of course, we had a triple header. The first game, Mayfield, of course, played Christian Academy of Louisville. Johnson Central, they played in the afternoon game. And then that evening, Scott County last night, Scott County played Louisville Mayo. You know a little bit about Scott County.
Just a little bit. They're pretty good, but, I mean, good luck to them in the state.
And then, of course, today at 2 o'clock, you've got Covington Catholic. Man, they're a machine.
Yeah, Covington Catholic. Talking about a team that's invincible, I don't know. They're hard to beat. They're really good.
And as always, on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see.
Keep your eye
on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Pannell Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.